hungry for silence, or have sudden bursts of creativity, or like you want to just throw away everything and start fresh. More poetically put, you might not have noticed it, but your body did. Your breath changes, your dreams get more vivid, your edges feel sharper, and something in you whispers, it's time. This is Lionsgate 2025 season, and you would have seen all the posts by now. Maybe you felt the energetic hum in your body without even knowing why. Or maybe like me, in the past, you've rolled your eyes and thought, here we go again with the astrology talk. But this year, being 2025, this year is somehow different. Something is stirring within me, and therefore I decided I'm just going to dive a little bit deeper into the upcoming Lionsgate Portal season. And if you experience a sense of something within you awakening, revealing itself, or demanding your focus, it might not merely be a mental phenomenon. It might literally sit in the stars. So what is Lionsgate? Every year between August 3 to around August 12, there's an energetic period in the sky opening, with August 8 being the height of this energy portal. And let's look at it from not necessarily from an aspect of astrology or astronomy, but I also want to look at it in a spiritual, emotional, and physical effect on the feminine. So let's just lean in and share our experiences, and let me know anything, if I say anything that relates to your physical experience. So what is Lionsgate Portal? Every year in August, the sun goes into the sign of Leo, as well as the sign of Sirius. This brightest star we can see is rising. In ancient Egyptian times, they didn't need to know or see a telescope. The ancient Egyptians didn't need a telescope to tell them that this mattered. For them, this moment was marked and signaled by the flooding of the Nile. And this was the start of a new year and the rise of also the goddess Isis. In other words, it was the time for renewal, power, and possibilities. This rising of Sirius, when the sun is in Leo, has come to be called the Lionsgate Portal. And in this season is really when nature's calendar seems to be lining up with inner awakenings, and people have reported surges of insights, old emotions rising up, sudden creative sparks, or magnetic pull to something deeper. Even if you don't believe the planets are affecting us, I think we need to agree that there are times that feels charged, like something's moving underneath the surface, and it's just not hormones and caffeine. The Lionsgate is one of those moments, especially in 2025. So what's special about this year? Well, 2025, we are at a tipping point. Pluto just entered Aquarius, and the new age of Aquarius just started, which is a once-in-a-lifetime shift. And like how my friends that's astrologers explain to me is Pluto is a really slow-moving planet, and it stays for decades in the sign that it's in. So with it entering into Aquarius, it will probably be in Aquarius for the next 20 to 30 years. And what it does is it amplifies the characteristics of that particular sign. So for Aquarius, it would be technology, all new systems, and that's why we suddenly see this huge shift into AI and other new technologies, and the shift is accelerating so fast. We will see old systems breaking down. Aquarian is not really big on systems and structures. That doesn't even make sense anymore. We will see the patriarchy crumbling, and women are being called to rise, to hold this planet together. We have the intuition, we have the know-how to do it. And that's why every woman, we see this feminine awakening currently on the planet. We see lies being unveiled, we see inauthentic behaviors exposed, and leaders we once believed in and trusted, we now see how their shadows and the things they thought they can keep in the dark is being unveiled. And we are just starting with the age of Aquarius. It is buckle up, because this is going to be quite a ride over the next 20 years. In the realm of as above, so below, if this is happening in the world out there, we can also assume that the same is happening inside of us. We are asking bigger questions. This shadow part that we've been pushing back and trying to hide from or didn't want to face is forcing its way to the light and for us to face. So the questions we ask is, who am I if I'm not needing the way I used to be needed? Am I true to who I want to be? I mean, it's big questions. What matters to me now? What do I still want to create, lead, or change? You getting those questions? So I just want to pause here for a bit and check in with your body and yourself and feel where you are experiencing the stirring, that there is something different, or that you might not be in the place that you need it, that you want to be or should be. For most of us, it's not a crisis, but it's just like cracking that's opening. And here's where it gets interesting. This particular Lionsgate falls in a season of massive inner realignment. Whether or not you believe in the stars, I want you to consider this. What if life gave us a built-in pause point every year, a natural reset button, a moment to step back, breathe, and decide who we want to become or who we are becoming? Would you use it? Well, it literally is giving it to us in August every year. So what does this mean for us as women, the divine feminine beings that we are? This year's portal holds a really potent, energetic, and symbolic importance for women, especially as we are in our second stage of life, because of its intersection with both the cosmic patterns and the collective feminine awakening. I'm just going to break down on how we as the feminine will experience the Lionsgate Portal in this year. Spiritually, women will start and continue their reclamation of sovereignty. This 2025 Lionsgate arrives amid huge global shift toward the Aquarian energy. This signifies a significant spiritual shift, questioning and replacing hierarchical systems, the patriarchy, with community, innovation, and soul-led leadership. I can certainly feel that shift happening. Can you? I mean, we need to just make sure that we're not too preoccupied and distracted or disconnected to hear it and see it happening. For those that's already awake and had their calling, you will receive the invitation of the divine feminine, who has long been silenced and sidelined, and you'll be asked to take the lead. What would that look like? There's an awakening ancient wisdom stored in the feminine lineages, Magdalene, Isis, and Sophia. They're asking us to restore feminine leadership codes such as intuition, receptivity, and cyclical intelligence. We are being asked to embodiment over intellectualization, which means leading with inner wisdom and inner knowing. The Isis energy in 2025 is particularly strong. The star Sirius, like I said earlier on, is associated with the sacred star of Isis in Egyptian cosmology. This reactivation of Mother Goddess mystery line makes 2025 a super powerful moment to rebirth spiritual gifts, restore feminine sacredness, and embody devotion as leadership, not martyrdom. Our physical bodies, we will bring rituals and ceremony into our businesses and life. As older women, we are navigating menopause, hormonal shifts, and changing relationships with our physical bodies. This Lionsgate urges a return to intuitive intelligence. And what does that mean? Listen to your heart. You will feel heart activations or chest sensations, and you might describe it as anxiety, but just create that moment of stillness and hear what your heart wants to tell you. We'll see changes in how we breathe, our posture, and our core alignment. And I'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute. We'll experience sleep disturbances or bursts of energy. This is light codes integrating into our body cells. We really need to support our body with grounding foods and minerals like magnesium and other trace elements. We need to do spine-based movements like dancing, stretching, somatics, shaking. And for postmenopausal women, lymphatic and circulatory support is really important to ground the body. Women with fluctuating estrogen levels might really feel intensified symptoms, and supporting your nervous system is critical during this portal. Estrogen is not just about fertility, it's a major regulator of the nervous system. It regulates moods, cognition, temperature, and even how we handle stress. During energetic times like the Lionsgate Portal, when people often are emotional, fatigue, have anxiety, or spiritual downloads, those with hormonal shifts may feel the volume turn up on a physical level and emotional level. Your nervous system becomes the bridge between what's happening inside and how you experience the outer world. So during this portal, women with fluctuating estrogen levels may really feel more sensitive, more emotional, and that will feel on a physical and an energetic level. And therefore, this is not a time to just simply push through. It's a call to support your nervous system, to recalibrate your body and support your body in its own recalibration. Like I said, tools like taking magnesium, minerals, grounding foods, breath works, grounding your body, journaling can help you make it through and can make all the difference. This will be the phase also where we go into a phase of mental purging and identity realignment. As these light frequencies accelerate during the Lionsgate Portal period, many women will experience mental clarity, but also identity disorientation. So what this means is it really forces us to redefine ourselves beyond society roles, beyond the role of mother, wife, and achiever. It's a deep urge will rise within us to stop our people pleasing or hiding your truth. I know mine has started probably last year, but for those who hasn't had to listen to the calling last year, that deep urge will call you. You'll have sudden waves of grief over how long you've abandoned yourself. You'll have a desire to just burn it all down. Things like jobs, relationships, and habits. And this is all part of the mental detox. And this Lionsgate, it acts as a cosmic truth serum, helping you see what you've outgrown. Journaling on questions like, whose voice is this really? Or what beliefs are not mine? Great silent time without inputs, no podcast playing, social scrolling, and start rewriting old scripts with affirmations rooted in your own sovereignty, not in perfection. A good idea suggested is to take a truth hour. So you pick a day between August 3rd and August 12th, and when you turn up your phone and you ask yourself the questions, just get quiet, and some journal prompts, and you just start journaling, is what part of me are ready to be seen? What am I holding on to that no longer feels aligned? If I fully trust my inner voice, what would I do next? And then also work on your physical posture. Like I mentioned earlier on, You will feel it in your back and in your spine. So practice shoulders back, chin lifted. Breathe from your belly, not your chest, and walk like you own your story. It's what we call the throne walk. It's not really mystical, but it's more physiological. So your confidence is a habit we build in our body. And ask yourself the question, where am I giving my throne away? So shoulders back, chin up, be the queen that you are. And a last thing that will probably come up naturally, but that you should be aware of, is this portal will expose where you are out of alignment and where you have been avoiding conversations. If you've been pretending that everything is fine in a relationship, a career, or your health, this is the time to be honest. It's not astrology, it is integrity. So as you can tell, a lot's going to happen. And this portal isn't just about pushing harder or pushing through. It's the remembering who we are beneath everything that you were told to be. The Divine Feminine in 2025 is an awakening to fight the masculine, but she's awakened to balance him. She's awakening to lead alongside him and to return to embodied harmony. We are not just walking through a cosmic gate, we are returning to a temple within. Thank you for joining me today. Please hit subscribe or like and leave me a comment of what your experience of the 2025 Lionsgate Portal is. And please share with a friend that can do with some of this information.